A hard act to follow. Thank you, Josh. In keeping with the typical lecture call format, any of the quotes in today's meditation, they'll be on the test. You can highlight those parts. The title of my meditation today is Representative Democracy as Our Boulder. Albert Camus, in the myth of Sisyphus, explains that democracy as Sisyphus' boulder means viewing the democratic process not as a project with a final, completed end state, but as a continuous, repetitive, and often seemingly futile struggle that requires constant daily effort to maintain. Based on Camus' interpretation of the Greek myth, this analogy suggests that democracy, like the boulder, will inevitably roll back down the hill due to political apathy, corruption, or crisis, requiring citizens to push it up again. The meaning of this metaphor hinges on several key ideas. The inevitability of struggle. Just as Sisyphus is condemned to roll a rock up a hill forever, democracy requires constant, never-ending labor to maintain rights, equality, and civic participation. The rolling back, democracy is not self-sustaining. It is fragile and can easily slip backward into authoritarianism, dysfunction, or disengagement. Finding meaning in the process. Camus famously concluded, "One must imagine that Sisyphus is happy, because the act of striving itself provides purpose." In a political context, this means finding value and dignity in the act of voting, activism, civic duty, even if the perfect society is never achieved. Defiance against futility. Viewing democracy this way is an act of rebellion against the idea that effort is meaningless. It asserts that the struggle to uphold democratic values is itself valuable. Ultimately, the metaphor implies that the democracy is not a destination, but a state of perpetual engagement where the effort is the achievement. Dr. King, in his August 1963, I Have a Dream speech, said, "This is our hope. It is this faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we'll be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day." Borrowing from the lyrics of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's Ohio, "Tin soldiers and Christy Noam are coming. We're finally on our own. This year I hear the drumming, one dead in Minnesota. Gotta get down to it. Soldiers are cutting us down. Should have been gone long ago. What if you knew her and found her dead? How can you run when you know?" The Irish author Richard Haas, in the Bill of Obligations, introduces, in addition to the Bill of Rights, the Bill of Obligations for citizenship, which includes being informed, getting involved, staying open to compromise, remaining civil, rejecting violence, valuing norms, promoting the common good, respect for government service, support for the teaching of civics, and putting country first. I would add, travel, study history, and other countries. Ask yourself the question, why so many people in the world want to immigrate to America? Is this a better place than their home country? On a more hopeful note, Jackie DeShannon, in her song, Put a Little Love in Your Heart, says, another day goes by, still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. For you, for me, for all of us.